How are you doing today? Today is part 4 of our top 10 traits by the week. Today we're talking about week 4 of your cycle, Yoga Yvonne, and we're talking about the different foods that are going to support her, the different exercises that are going to support her. We're going to talk about how your brain is working, how your sex is working, and how best to recover during this week. So during the 4th week of your cycle, this is like PMS week, right? What's happening is your estrogen is already tanked. Your progesterone now is on the downhill slide to where your hormones all kind of bottom out that first day of your period. So we're on the lead up to that week, right? So we want to support the progesterone by seed cycling with sunflower seeds and sesame seeds. We're using the progesterone phase fasting. So we do 1 day of protein preloading and then we do a fasting day, female supported. Make sure you check that protocol out a little bit more. And we're using warming foods like beef and spicy. We're thinking a perfect restaurant might be a Mexican restaurant or a Thai restaurant or Indian food, something really spicy to support the heat that is happening in your body. So by supporting that heat, we burn more fat, okay? And that's why we do the fasting day as well. Workouts are also pretty low key. So when you work with your cycle, you learn that more is not always better. In fact, during this PMS week, screw it. Don't give up exercise, but a strength workout, instead of going and trying to lift some super heavy weights, might look like chiseling that muscle with some isometric holds. If you've ever watched a bodybuilding show, you see that they stand up on stage and they hold poses for up to 2 or 3 minutes. It's not just a constant turnaround. And if you've ever tried it, it's actually kind of hard to hold those poses for several seconds, if not minutes, right? So what I do during this week is I practice holding the poses. So practice holding a bicep pose, practice squeezing your butt cheeks for 30 seconds. Start with like 15 and then work up to it, right? So that would be a sample workout for strength. And cardio, let's not try and run. Let's just do a power walk. But I want you, when you're doing that cardio power walk, to really differentiate it from the strolls that we use for stress reduction, right? So a power walk is going to be no more than 30 minutes, and it's going to be getting you breathless, right? It's just not running. Like, it's okay. It doesn't always have to be a run. Make it just a power walk. 30 minutes tops, twice a week. Same with that isometric holding. 30 minutes tops, twice a week. Okay. Stress reduction might look like some breath work this week. Instead of doing all the moving, let's just do some breath work. So breathing in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4, in, hold, out, hold. Square breathing. That's a good way. Alternate nostril breathing. That's a good way to reduce stress this week. And then recovery. Hot, hot, hot. Remember, we're supporting the heat. So it might look like a hot bath. It might look like some time in the sauna. It might look like a hot bath with some wine. Unless, of course, the wine is what's keeping you awake. Got to play with that one, right? You do that hot bath, follow that up with some slow, steamy sex. Sex during this 4th week is slower. It's more cuddle time. It's making out. Maybe it ends in the O, maybe it doesn't. But take your time with it. And then sleep. We're still in the progesterone phase. And hey, Teresa, we can get to sleep okay, but staying asleep is the tricky part. So a couple tips on that. Maybe you want to mist your pillow with some lavender oil or some lavender spray, or use some lavender hand lotion before you go to bed. Another tip is get the screens out of your bedroom. No TVs, no phones. The blue light that is coming off our screens is crazy, right? And when you do wake up, for crying out loud, do not whip your phone out and start scrolling to pass the time. That blue light hitting your eyes is signaling melatonin production to drop and wake you up. No scrolling while you're awake. Now's the time for more breath work. Now's the time for some chanting or visioning, but do not pull out your computer or your phone or anything, okay? And then your brain. What's your brain doing? Your brain is winding down. Like at the end of pregnancy, you know how women get that nesting tendency to finish projects up? Every month we go through that cycle, guys, where finish up the project, right? Week 1, we review how the previous week or the previous month went. Week 2, we're brainstorming and creating. Week 3, we're asking for feedback and negotiating. And then week 4, we are wrapping it up. Wrap it up. What can we wrap up? Maybe the whole project isn't getting wrapped up, but that module is getting wrapped up. That portion of the project is getting wrapped up so that next week we can review, analyze, and move forward again, right? You've got a built-in system, guys. There, I covered it all. What should you do? Go and grab in the comments, I'll drop the link, or it's in my bio. The dog is obviously not down with this. Grab the link for Exercising by the Week, where we're going to have all of the workouts. Well, not all these workouts. You've got these 8 workouts here. I got other workouts there. Go grab it. Next week, it's my wedding anniversary, so we're talking all about loving. Have a good one, guys. Have a great weekend.